So we just saw the laws of reflection. Now we see the experimental verification of the law of reflection. For this experimental verification, what you need to do is, suppose this is a plain paper. Onto this plain paper, I am going to place a mirror like this. Okay, I am going to place a mirror like this. So let's consider that this is a mirror placed in this manner. Okay, so this is the opaque part and reflected part on this side. Now what we do is, we are going to place two pins in a straight line like this. Okay, we are going to place two pins over here like this, and we are going to mark these two pins and draw a line over here. So we are going to mark these two pins, 1 and 2 over here, and so these are the two pins, one over here and one over here, and we are going to draw a straight line passing like this. That's it. Now what we'll do is, we are going to go on this side. Now we see that this object will be seen inside the mirror somewhere here, and this object will be seen inside the mirror somewhere here. See, we very well know that when you are going to see something in the mirror, what happens? Okay, you are going to see whatever is the distance between you and the mirror, same is the distance between the image and the mirror. So that's why अगर हम लोग पीछे थोड़ा जाएंगे mirror से, तो automatically what will happen? The image also will go behind the mirror. That way, if I come close to the mirror, then the image also comes close to the mirror. So accordingly, there will be this way. So if this is at this distance, you will get the same distance over here, the image. This is at this distance, you will get the same image over here, this image. Okay. So what we do is that we will see the image of these things inside, and we are going to see through this thing. Okay, हम लोग क्या करेंगे? यहाँ पे दो pins लगाए हुए हैं, पर ये दो pins का reflection जो अंदर दिख रहा है, हम लोग उसको देखेंगे. We'll take two more pins and place one pin here and one pin here in a straight line, such that 1, 2, 3, 4, all of them will be a straight line. See, these are the images. So we are going to place two another pins over here like this. कि ये इधर से line में मुझे ये दिखेगा और ये मुझे इधर. Of course, I cannot see I cannot put my hand in the other side of the mirror. But that's why I'm just showing it to you that this one. So and when I see that those things over here, I can see one here and I can here, so that I can see that 1, 2. And the other two reflections over here will be in a straight line. So accordingly, I am going to place these two like this, mark them over here. So I can mark them over here and here like this. And then I can draw in this line. So okay, I place two pins over here. So now what is happening is, I got one pin here, one pin here, one pin here and one pin here. The 4 pins which I placed 1, 2, 3, 4 over here. Okay. Now what we do is, we remove this mirror and draw. So now we remove the pins, we remove the mirror. Instead of the pins, I have got markings over here, 1 point, 2 point, 3 point, 4 point. Instead of the mirror, I have got a line over here. So the line will be like this. So this is no longer a mirror. The mirror, I removed everything, but I got this figure right now that this is the original mirror ka line. Okay, this is the line of the original line, which was the incident ray. This will, now what we'll do is, we will draw a perpendicular over here. So we draw a perpendicular over here. This perpendicular which I draw is my normal. And then using a protractor, I will find out what is this angle over here, and I will find out what is this angle over here. It will be seen that if this is 35 degrees, this will also be 35 degrees. Which will prove that angle of incidence is equals to angle of reflection. Got it? The angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection, because you can see over here that on removing everything, the lines which I drew was making this thing possible, that this angle over here is equal to this angle over here, and they are. Now, since I am able to draw the incident ray, normal and the reflected on the same page, that's why the second law, which is that the incident ray, reflected ray and the normal all lie in the same plane is also holding true. So this gives me the experimental verification of both the laws of reflection, that the first is angle of incidence equal to angle of reflection, and second is the incident ray, normal and the reflected ray, all of them lie on the same plane. So this is what they have explained to you over here, and accordingly what you can do is you can have multiple such experiments done कि जहाँ पे ये अभी मैं 35 लिया है, उसके बारे में उसके बाद 60 डिग्री ले सकता हूँ, 45 डिग्री ले सकता हूँ, 30 डिग्री ले सकता हूँ. I can take a different angles and then accordingly see what will be the difference in my reflected ray, and hence I can prove that अगर मैंने incident ray 30 लिया तो reflected भी 30 था, incident 45 लिया तो reflected भी 45 हुआ, incident 50 लिया तो वो भी 50 हुआ, reflected 50 हुआ. So in this way you can prove that angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. So I'll quickly read through this particular experimental verification. Fix a sheet of white paper on a drawing board and draw a line mm dash as shown in the figure. On this line, take a point O nearly at the middle of it and draw a line OA such that angle MOA is less than 90 degrees. Say let MOA is equal to 60 degrees. Then draw a normal ON on the line MM dash at the point O and place a small mirror vertical by means of stand with its silvered surface on the MM dash. So what they did was they drew this line. To this line they are going to draw this normal and they draw one incident ray. Okay, and they place the mirror with this reflecting surface like this so that I can see this reflection over here. So that is how they placed it, such that the mirror का जो reflecting part है, it is on this line MM dash. Now fix two pins P and Q at some distance, that is 5 centimeters approximately apart vertically on line OA on the board. So here, this is the line OA and you are placing 2 points, one over here and a second over here. You are placing 2 points, 2 pins on this particular line. Keeping eye on other side of the normal but on the same side of the mirror, see clearly the image P dash and Q dash of the pins P and Q. Now, okay, so this is P, this is Q. You are going to see the image of this thing over here as P dash and image of this over here as Q dash. Okay, and then you are going to see from this side. We are going to see the eye. We are going to have our eye at this point, and we are going to see all these in a straight line. Now fix pin R such that it is in line with image P dash and Q dash observed in the mirror. Now fix another pin S dash S such that the pin S is in line with R as well as P dash and Q. So it is P dash, Q dash, this is R and this is S. All these 1, 2, all of them R and S are in the same line. Draw small circles on the paper around the position of the pins as shown. Remove the pins and draw the line OB joining the point O on the pins joining S and R. Pin points S and R. In figure 7.5, OA is the incident ray, OB is the reflected ray. So this is OB. Okay, this is OB is a reflected ray. This is the incident ray. This is the reflected ray. And angle AON is the incident angle, and angle BON is the angle of reflection. The angles AON and BON are measured and recorded in the observation table. The experiment is repeated with MOA as 40 degrees, 50 degrees, 30 degrees. So it will be observed that the angle of reflection will also be the same, 50, 40, 30. From the above observation table, we find that in each case, the angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. This verifies the first law of reflection. The experiment is being performed on a flat drawing board with mirror normal to the plane of the board on which the white sheet of paper is fixed. Since the lower tip of all the 4 pins lie on the same plane, therefore the incident ray, reflected ray and the normal at the point of incidence all lie in the same plane. This verifies the second law of reflection. So this was this experimental verification of the law of reflection. You may be asked to perform the experiment in the practical exam of yours, which will be there in the school. Yeah, but it's easy, not a problem. Now let's see the different kinds of images. So the formation of an image by reflection. From each point of an illuminated object, rays of light travel in all directions. To find the position of the image of an object formed by the mirror after reflection, we need to consider at least two rays of light incident on the mirror from the mirror from a point of object. Each incident ray gets reflected obeys the laws of reflection. The points of where the two reflected rays actually meet or they appear to meet when produced backwards give the position of the image of that point of object. So, see, when I am talking about the image form, for me to find out that where is the image going to be formed, I need at least two rays which I will need to draw from the object to the image. So that two rays which I am going to draw from the object to the mirror and from the mirror to the if I am going to extend those things inside after reflection. So it is like this one is getting reflected and that's it. Now this point and this point we are getting by reflection is by the ray diagram. So how to draw the ray diagram is we are going to take two rays from this particular point and we are going to show that how they are going to meet each other either physically or they will be meeting virtually. That means when they are produced backwards, at that time they intersect with each other. The point at which they intersect each other is the point of the reflection. So we are going to understand this much better when we actually draw the ray diagram. So we see that the point where the two reflected rays actually meet or they appear to meet give the position of image of that point of object. Thus, we can obtain the position of image of different points of objects by joining these points. Complete image of the object can be obtained. Types of images. The image can be of two types, the real image and virtual image. Real image. The image which can be obtained on a screen is called as a real image. Okay. It is formed when light rays after reflection actually intersect. It is inverted. For example, from a distant object, the image formed by a concave mirror is real. So, when you talk about real image will be that image which can be seen on a screen. So, the image what we see of the movie in a movie theater, the image what we see on the screen, that is a real image. Because actually the light rays are intersecting and meeting at that particular point. Now the same thing, that's the reason, if you put your hand in between, if you are standing in front of a projector and if you automatically what will happen, it is going to give you a reflection of a shadow of yours on that particular screen. So that is because that image is actually being formed by the intersection of the light rays. So that's why it is called as a real image which can be taken on a screen. Okay, this is normally done in a case of a concave mirror. It gives you a real image. A virtual image, an image which cannot be obtained on a screen, is called as a virtual image. It is formed when light rays after reflection do not actually intersect, but they appear to diverge from the image. So, if they are not actually intersecting each other, but they are actually diverging, and when we are going to take it backwards, then we call it as a virtual image, because that two lines were going in opposite direction, but we consider they are coming from a point which is behind the mirror, and that particular point is called as the virtual point because there is no actual intersection of the thing. We are presuming that it is coming from that particular point. That's why it is a virtual image. So virtual image is going to be erect in nature. So they do not may actually intersect, but they appear to diverge from the image. Geometrically, they intersect when they are produced backwards. It is erect. For example, the image of an object when formed on a plane mirror or by convex mirror is virtual. So, yeah, virtual images cannot be taken on a screen, and that is the reason you can see when you are standing in front of a mirror, can you touch the image which is there in the mirror? Can somebody come in between and form a shadow of that instead of you seeing yourself, or that person who is in between, he can see himself, but can it be a shadow? Can he form a shadow inside? No, it is not possible because it's a virtual image. So that's why you see virtual images are those images which are going to be not actual intersection is taking place. Okay, these are the not this. So this one is a virtual image. This point P, Q, P dash, Q dash are virtual image because you cannot touch actually. You cannot actually touch these points. They are in behind the mirror. They are inside the mirror. You cannot go inside the mirror. So you cannot touch the images which are inside the mirror. So the distinction between the real and the virtual image. The real image is formed due to the actual intersection of the reflected rays. Virtual image is formed when the reflected rays meet if they are produced backwards. Real image can be obtained on a screen. Virtual image cannot be obtained on a screen. Real image is inverted with respect to the object. Virtual image is erect with respect to the object. In real image जो रहेगा वो अगर ये object ऐसा है तो मुझे image उसका ऐसा दिखेगा. Whereas virtual image में ये ऐसा है तो ऐसा ही दिखेगा मुझे. So that is example. The real image, the image is of a distant object formed by a concave mirror, and in case of a image formed by object formed by a plane mirror or a convex mirror is a virtual image. Now let's see that how do we find out the image of from object formed by a plane mirror. Now here they are going to be only ray diagrams, and because it is ray diagram based, I'm not going to read through that particular part because it is meaningless to read through it when I'm explaining you how exactly the drawing is come into picture. So we are going to draw the ray diagrams now. We need to follow certain very important steps, and we will also see that how to make the same image, same drawing in an easier manner. In fact, you can say that you are manipulating that particular thing, but that is what is going to make it easier for you to draw, so that you don't need to every time measure the incident ray and the angle of incidence and the angle of reflection and then draw it. Okay, that's the reason we are going to do certain kind of manipulation so that we can draw it more easily. So let's see, the first thing is the image of a point object by a plane mirror. So we are going to see that how is the image formed by a point object. Okay, so just a point, if it is just a point, and if that is that point is being reflected, then what will be the image be formed like? So we will be having this as the, so let's see that if I have got, this is the mirror surface, so this is the mirror. So this mirror has, we will always write it as M dash or M1. Okay, and then what we will do is we will be having a point over here, say let it as O. Okay, the next thing what we are going to do is take 2 points over here. So we are going to take 1 point here and 1 point here, and then you are going to draw 2 rays, one like this and one like this from the object. Okay, so from the object you are getting 2 rays from O to point A and point B. We can take it as, name it as point A and point B. So now we have got the 2 incident rays and we have got the 2 point of incidences. So accordingly we can have the normal over here and a normal over here. So according to the law of reflection, if this angle over here, whatever we find out, we will have to draw another angle over here and draw a line something like this. And similarly, whatever is the angle over here, we will have to draw another line something like this. So this will be the reflected ray. So then we are going to just draw that thing and produce them backwards in a dotted manner. Okay, we produce them backwards like this, and it is seen that they will intersect at a point over here which is O dash. So it is seen that this object O will be seen as an image O dash when I view it from here. So this is my eye. I can see this, when I take this particular object in front of a mirror and I am standing over here, then I can see the object, this object ka image in the mirror like this. This is how you are going to draw the ray diagram. So how do you draw the ray diagram? Take a point, take two lines, draw normal, angle of incidence, angle of reflection, draw the line, produce it backwards, angle of incidence, angle of reflection, draw the line, produce it backwards. Now of course, this particular drawing, if you are going to draw and try to measure this and then draw it, it is going to be very time consuming and also confusing. Plus you may not got the right results also. So we are going to do some kind of manipulation. So what is the manipulation I am doing over here will be that I am going to draw. So of course the ray diagram के लिए जो incident ray is going to remain the same. I am not going to change the incident ray, and hence the normal also should not change. So I am having it the same way. This is the normal. This is the normal. Now what I will do is I will draw a straight line over here very lightly. Very lightly I will draw the straight line here. Measure this distance and again measure this distance and mark a point over here. So if this is 5 centimeters, I will draw another line at 5 centimeters and mark this point over here. So at 5 centimeters, so if this is the distance over here, the same distance I take it over here. So this will be my point O dash. So पहले से ही I will mark the image. Okay, the image I am marking it over here, that it is exactly the same distance from the object to the mirror and the mirror to the image. And then I just put a scale here and draw the line through A and straight like this. Draw it like this and straight like this. This is the eye. Was the earlier figure and this figure the same? Yes, because here also you will find that the incident angle will be equal to reflected angle. This incident angle will be equal to reflected angle. Understood? So we are saving in not trying to measure the angles over here. We are going to get the angles automatically. Okay? They will be automatically available to you. In fact, in later part, we will not even draw the normal. We will not draw the normal at all. We are just going to draw it as if there is no normal required. So that is how we are going to draw for a image which is a point object. So this is the image of a point object. This, as per the my textbook, it is figure number 7.6. This is your homework. You need to draw this figure, formation of image of a point object by a plane mirror. Okay, formation of an image of a point object by a plane mirror. Now we are going to extend this particular thing. Extending means instead of taking a point object, I am going to take, let's take this pen. Okay, so we'll draw another figure now. So what we do is we are going to take, first of all, we are going to take a mirror. So this is the mirror. Okay, we are taking a mirror which is vertically like this, M1. And to this, I am going to place an object like this. So this is the object like this. Okay, this is point A. And this is point B of the object. Now, as decided, what we are going to do is from here, I am going to take 2 points, 1 point here, 1 point here, join this line and join this line. Okay. Similarly, for this point, I am taking 1 point here and 1 point here. So join this line and join this line. This is the incident ray. So we have drawn the incident ray. Now for the reflected ray. Angle bangle बनाने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है. क्या करेंगे हम लोग? We are going to draw a line. In fact, you don't draw a line also. You can just measure this distance, keep a scale, measure this distance and mark a point over here. So this is over here. So this will be over here like this. This will be the point B dash. And accordingly, this over here will be the point A dash. This will be A dash. So this is your required image which will be a dotted image because it's virtual. It is not actually there. It is virtual. It is behind the mirror. That's why virtual. अब क्या करेंगे? Just join the lines. So we will be using this way. इसको connect किया यहाँ से. So you draw the line like this, and then extend forward. You start from here, dotted line. Once it reaches the mirror, dark line. That is this way. Then you start with this, come to this point. So dotted, dotted, dotted comes over here, and then becomes straight. And then dotted, dotted, dotted comes here, and then after reaching here, it comes straight. So these are the reflected rays. So you can see the object AB is reflected as A dash B dash by the mirror, and these are the four rays. So these are the two blue rays are the incident rays, and the red colored rays are the reflected rays. So this is how we are going to obtain the image of an object. So this is the image of an extended object. So this is extended object का image. पहले हम लोग ने सिर्फ एक point लिया था, अब हम लोग ने extended object ले लिया. The same thing you can also take one more point, and that is instead of drawing this two lines, means two lines over here like this, you can take one of the line to be this. It is possible that you can take the one line like this. Now you know that when it is incident ray and the same thing, then the incident, the reflected will be the same line. So that's why this you can take it as a dotted direct over here. So it will be giving you the reflected here. So this one will not be there, then this will not be there. So you will be having one point here, one point here. So इसका image जो है वो इधर ही आएगा, or it will be on the same thing. So it will be coming back on the same point. So you will be having just one image which will be given by. So this is the first ray. This is the second ray. Okay. So figure number 7.7. That is the one which is image of an extended object. Yes, that is an important diagram to be drawn as homework. So that was your two diagrams which I asked you to draw as homework. Apart from that, also you can draw one more diagram, and that is 7.3. That is about the reflection of plane mirror, plane surfaces. That is the one which is going to tell you about the different reflected ray, incident ray, normal, सब जो marking वाला जो point है वो वाला figure. So that is the three figures which I told you up till now to draw as homework. Now we see the next thing as, so you can see we have just read over here is that the image is situated on the normal drawn from the object on the mirror, and it is far behind as the object object is in front of it. So you can see that when you are drawing this particular part, the image, the incident ray and the reflected ray both are on the same line, and also jitna distance pe image object is there in front of the mirror, the same is the distance between the object image and the mirror. So distance between mirror and object is equals to distance between mirror and image. So this is what they are given here. The image is situated on the normal. Okay, the image is situated on the normal drawn from the object on the mirror, and it is as far behind the mirror as the object is in front of it. So that's why it is much easier. If I am drawing this way, it is much easier for me. So because ये मुझे point directly मिल जाएगा, this distance will be equal to this distance. So I know this point even without the intersection of the points. Okay. So as I told you how to draw it, पहले ये line draw किया, उसके बाद क्या किया, ये दो point लिए यहाँ पे. Okay, you will draw this point only. दो point लिया यहाँ पे, और वो दो point से line draw किया, फिर ये point लिया, उससे दो line draw किया, 1 and 2, and then you are marking this distance from this point and from this point, this point. This distance equal to this distance, you mark it as B1. This distance to this distance, and this to this, you mark it as A1. Draw this dotted line, and from here you connect this to this point and extend further. This to this point, extend further. This to this point, extend further. This to this point, extend further. So accordingly, you will be having, this is the place where you are going to place your eye. So eye will be placed at this particular point. So now we go for lateral inversion. So we'll take it in the next video.